All right, I think we're live. Um, Let me just do a check real quick. Should be. It's not showing up on my channel just yet. Cool. All right, all right, all right. So, what do we have here? Why is this say I have a notification on OBS? Oh, this is not muted. Yeah, so another day down. Let's kind of looking into this right now. I could have sworn I put something here. I guess we'll mark out midnight on the Dow. So I'm just going to get started and look for some areas that make sense to me. Yesterday we had divergence on the daily chart. So we go here. We'll see that both YM and ES took yesterday's, the 7th, 2 days ago, yes, that high. And Q pretty much came out right about equal. We did that bit of SMT inception where the weaker pair became then the stronger pair on lower time frames, which you'll see up at the top. Not my favorite setup, considering how close it came to the these are just like 30-second inversions that I was using yesterday to get short. Not my favorite setup because it got so close. I would have much rather have seen us do something along the lines of it around here, but it practically made equals. But long story short, NQ became stronger on the minutes time frame, and obviously ES was stronger on the daily, so that flip flop. We then have the drop. This is going to be marked out as your change in state of delivery here. And that was pretty much it. And it was straight down since then. So again, also, if you've been following the streams, you'll know that I'm pretty neutral at the moment. I don't know how safe these lows are here, but I do think we're in a zone where the market in general can find value. I'll switch over to my trading view chart over here just to kind of show you what I'm looking at on the weekly chart. So the weekly, we're digging into this up move on both the indexes, and I think that this is a value zone. 50% of this up leg. So I think the bottom is around here. I'm not sure if that is the bottom, if these set of lows are the bottom. So yeah, I think we could just, I think mainly we'll be chopping in this range for a couple of weeks. This could be a chop range, this whole entire, from here down to these lows, and maybe a little bit lower, maybe a little bit higher. So we'll just have an eye on that today. I think I'm looking to go lower. We'll see though. So today we have minutes, Fed minutes. We also have CPI tomorrow. So let's look. I won't be streaming tomorrow though. I don't stream Thursdays. So let's look at the calendar. Yeah, so we have minutes at 2 o'clock. Yeah, minutes come out at 2 o'clock. At 1 o'clock, we have a 10-year note auction. Anything semi-notable is crude oil inventories today at 10:30. So yeah, I mean, it's a pretty dull day in terms of news. Obviously, there's always headline risk that we'll be watching out for, whether it's more tariff pressure, tariff deals. We'll see. My guess is we won't really hear anything from that until after CPI or earnings. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I have some lows marked out. We're floating around this new week opening gap. This week's new week opening gap yesterday Also, before getting off stream, I noted that we probably could take out these lows. We did. We actually went far deeper than I thought, which is fine. So, yeah, you see ES is getting stuck right around the new week opening gap open price, and NQ is pushing into the new week opening gap midpoint. These look pretty low resistance, these lows. We'll see if it wants to take it out to the upside. Maybe create some sort of divergence. So on the 4-hour chart, we've overshot both of the discount fair value gaps on the lows. From a daily profile perspective, we could call this London reversal, change in state of delivery here. And then coming down, we'd be looking for a New York continuation. I think candles are frozen again. Something has not been right with Topstep X's data feed. So that's been frustrating to deal with, to say the least. I'm actually... All right, it's back. Hope there's no real gaps in data. Let me just go here. Okay, they look pretty similar. Turn my nose strip on. Shameless plug, intake breathing. I have a code in the description below if you're interested. If you have a deviated septum, it is an absolute life changer. I find it usually keeps me a little calmer when I'm trading. Just being able to breathe correctly. So, yeah. Nothing super obvious to me right now. Charts are freezing up on me. I think the 15 minutes is the same thing. High time frame charts are just frozen on Topstep X, which is kind of annoying. So yeah, nothing too much to do right now. Just sitting and waiting. So the thing is, though, is that if say this is London reversal, daily profile, then this high should be held. It should be protected. So we will see. I'm gonna I can't. Every time I move to the high time frames and then back down to the low ones, we have some sort of freeze. We have some SMT on these 1-minute lows, but nothing I'm too keen on paying a lot of attention to. Tired. It is like if you look on the lower time frames, though, it is super low, low resistance, except for this high up here. Through NQ, you could see we did have divergence in London as well on these highs. So they could be protected. We may continue to run lower off of that. You can see we're using the Globex open midnight opening price here as a support. So it's kind of a mixed bag. I would love to be able to switch to my higher time frames on Topstep without it getting stuck here. You can see NQ's getting stuck. ES is not. I might just try to refresh the browser here. Hopefully it doesn't mess with the stream, because I know OBS can be finicky. Well, now it's still broken. It's been like all week with these issues here. I mean, I know Topstep will make it right, if things kind of go sideways, but I just rather not have to have that in my mind. Also, if you hear some like that, that's just me. I've been trying to learn how to shuffle poker chips for the last week. Hopefully it's not too loud. So I'm just going to mark out these highs. It's going to break my charts again, but I just want to have some reference points here. Liquidity. Mark these out as well. It's that midpoint. Well, we'll just do that. So we're starting to get pushed around here to the downside. Data's freezing again. Kind of lame. We're actually trading above the new week opening gap now. New week opening gap midpoint. Man, what is going on with their data feed? You also notice that I have YM listed here as well. Kind of going back to my roots of giving it a little bit of a look, but nothing too much. See, the spreads on NQ are pretty wide right now. I don't know if that's X specific or if that's just where we're at right now. I'm actually gonna go open up like a paper trading thing on trading view and look at the spreads there. They're not really giving me a spread. Oh, that's for ES anyway. Seems pretty wide. Could be just, how it is. So we're going to take the London high. Oh, of course, I messed it up again because I clicked the damn higher time frames. Well, at least the 1 minute's loading up back relatively quick. I think we may make a run. Since we took out that London high, and there was divergence on that London high to begin with, we may make a run to the, higher, like maybe back up to the new day opening gap of yesterday. I should have told my class. Nothing to do quite yet. Just watching. I'm looking at higher time frames on my trading view chart. Some things I'm looking at. Obviously, new day opening gap on both indexes. Right around there, you'll have these 50. You can see these 50% fibs. This is the yearly range, 50%. This is the weekly impulse leg, 50%. So we're still trading at a discount compared to the last, yearly range from 2022 till, obviously highs of February and January. Looking at the 4-hour chart, I mean, we are just filled up in this fair value gap, full fill. We have the order block down here as well. So yes, finally playing catch up, taking the London high as well. Higher time frame still frozen. Anything but the 1 minute on NQ is frozen, which is really annoying. Just measured out half, the midpoint of this leg. 3 minute, maybe something down here at 46. So again, we came up full fill of the 4-hour gap down here and just tapped into the 50% point of that 4-hour leg. So I actually kind of like that as a reference. I'm actually going to get out there and mark that for myself. There's the midpoint of this 1 minute leg. See how we react. We have SMT between this 1 minute fair value gap and this one. Oh, come on, man. You can't be freezing my 15-second charts. Man, that is frustrating. I gotta check the Discord. I'm sure people are complaining, but yo, fix it, dude. Just fix it. Yeah, everything's completely frozen. No idea what's going on NQ right now. There was a tradable opportunity in there on the 15-second chart. We were in this gap, retesting the 50%. Obviously, I can't take it because I can't watch price. So that's really annoying. mean, there's just nothing. I would love to take some trades, but I'm trying to figure out this trying to figure out this lag. It's a nice little reaction here off the both new week opening gap midpoint and new week and opening price for ES and Q respectively. These freaking second charts, man. I mean, those second charts are really important for what I do. Frozen. I'm looking for a long. I'm looking to get long here. Wow. Missed the fill there. Frustrating. I'm gonna take that off. Not gonna chase it up. What I liked is I'm not gonna switch back because I don't want to lose my 15-second chart. What I liked is that we came down, touched some midpoint of the new week opening gap, then used the equilibrium of this last 1 minute range to put in some down close candles, creating the low. We can get a nice dig into this gap. I may think about taking a little something. Breakaway gap. Technically better for the long, just not good for me because I'm not in it. The only thing that was that would make you sort of hesitate is that it was also getting stuck at the on a retracement back at the London high. So that's like 2022 model type of stuff. Okay, into that gap just a touch. I really do think, I mean, I don't really know where it goes besides up into the new day opening gap. I'm going to try one there. See if we can get above the new week opening gap on a push up here and add one on that that move as we kind of came down, dipped down, and then recoiled back up. Very laggy feed though. See if we can get a strong move up out of this range. Probably should have waited for about 10 o'clock. It's on me. It's now another sharper stab into that 1 minute gap, which is down below. See if we can get some positive action back up to the highs. I'm going to add one. Just see if we can get a move up off of the 1 minute fair value gap over here. I'm hoping I don't lose my second chart. I don't like how it's getting stuck here at the top of the new week opening gap. That's not great for me. Strong 1 minute candles coming up out of that fair value gap. If we look on TradingView. So there's this hourly that I kind of have to be concerned with. I just don't know how much it's really going to hurt me, if at all. You know, I feel like if we were going to go lower, we probably should have right after. You know, we should have probably left the London high alone. Whoa, 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 whoa! Big lag there. I don't know about this one, boys. Don't really want to see it under this low. It's a pretty fat loss, 50 points. Some heavy lag. I'm going to give that stop run a chance. I just have no idea where I'm at right now. Charts are freezing all over the place. Huge gaps in data. This is gross. Ugly, ugly, ugly. I obviously would love to add on this move, but I'm just not going to. I'm going to just try to be cool with all the data lagging. Take my time with it. Man, this one's tough. I have the hourly fair value got marked out. That's what that bigger gray box is. Charts are frozen again. No idea where I'm at. I know my P&L is moving, but no real clear vision here. Big push up, big push down. No idea what's happening with like the data. I can't tell if it's data lag or if I'm on side with the move. That's 10 o'clock open actually. Good trim one at 50 points there. Trim one more. And we'll hold for the new day opening gap up above. We'll put our stop in even. So I got to be careful here as the new 4-hour just took out the last 4-hour high into the midpoint of the 4-hour down range. You know, we just took out this 4-hour high, and excuse me, if you look here, we had this move over there. What a roller coaster, am I right? Gross. So I'm holding this one just because I don't really know. I don't think it should really retrace all that much. There's no real divergence, even on the micro time frames that I'm seeing that would make me want to jam the stop up even. I mean, we're up about our daily target, which is about 10% a day. It's about $200 based on a $2,000 risk. and right now we're just floating P&L. So I do think we can move up into that new day opening gap, which is why I'm holding. So now we have 1 minute diversions. So now I would not be surprised to see some sort of a move back down to retrace to where we could be in jeopardy. And we are above that 4-hour. I'm going to take it off there for the 150 or whatever it is. That's fine with me. 1 minute diversions, probably could have waited just a second there to let ES play catch up. Now we're moving. And Q just stabbed one more time higher, but it's retracing again. You can't see. So it did another one of these. I'm fine with that. All right. That's gonna end today's action for me. I don't like the way the platform is lagging right now. I don't like how I just don't feel comfortable taking any more trades in it. That was a bit of a bear to hold on to. Concept, you can see we built all the narrative here between this low to this high, measuring the equilibrium point of that. This was our original long point that we figured we kind of should try to take. The thing that was nerve-wracking was hanging out in this hourly fair value gap here. Also pleased with my decision to take this off right as we took the 4-hour high and into the midpoint. This is a great example of being right enough and not having to be all the way right. Then we basically just used the minute fair value gap. Wasn't sure if it was going to be a breakaway gap or not, so got long up in here. Was not afraid to add. Didn't move my stop, didn't put a stop down here because I was willing to see a stop, something below. Didn't really want to see that considering we had a nice push up, a nice shove up, but pre 10 o'clock I was willing to see some sort of retracement back into the move. We get a move back down into this down close candle. Use London's high now as support. That's what this blue line is. One more jab into the 1 minute fair value gap on the lower time frames, and right at 10 o'clock we get our move up into our target, which was first target was previous 4-hour high, and again we wanted to be careful about that just for the fact of taking out a previous 4-hour high above 50% of the last 4-hour down leg range. That can be cause for some sort of retracement. So we'll watch the hourly fair value gap here now, or at least that's what I would recommend to everybody else. I'm going to hop off stream and end early. I would watch that for some bias and see what happens. But yeah, like I said, I think we're pretty much in a chop range until further notice. So take your big trades when you can. That was about 75 points. That's a home run for me. It's plenty of movement for me. So yeah, that's going to be it. I will keep an eye on this. I mean, something I didn't really like is look how on the 1 minute on MNQ we touched the midpoint of the new week opening gap. We did not do that on NQ. So we may correct that. Okay, we may take that low to correct the discrepancy in the point. So I see that happen a lot. We also have equal lows here on the 1 minute. We may come down and take those as well. I'm good though. Made my piece today. Sorry if it was a little bit drab or just very boring. I was just really trying to focus through any sort of emotions while we were with the frozen data. It's basically having to multitask a lot more. It's looking in between multiple screens, making sure the data matched up, and then obviously just frustrated with the platform a little bit, just the fact that it's not really fixed and this volatility doesn't come around all the time, so I didn't really want to miss any opportunity. But yeah, so that's it. Obviously, if there's ever any questions, please comment them below. You could find my Twitter. It's not linked, but odds are you're coming here from Twitter. So if you want my Twitter, just leave a comment and I'll pin it in the comment section. So that's where I'll sometimes give out some. I've been pretty quiet, but sometimes I'll give out some levels and stuff. So yeah, I hope everybody has a great trading day. Thanks for watching, and enjoy the rest of your Wednesday. Take care.